Hello, welcome to MG Lesson. Today we are going to discuss a new topic on MCQs of human resource and management. So, let's begin with the today's topic. But before beginning with the today's topic, I would like to say that please subscribe to my channel, share the video, like the video, and press the bell icon for the upcoming notification of the new videos. So, let's start with today's MCQs on human resource management. Here the first question is: obligations of workers under Factories Act 1947 was discussed in section. Options are 78, 101, 99, 105, yeah, 111, triple one. And your time starts now. You have to give the answer within the time frame. And the correct option is under section 111, the obligation of workers come under the Factories Act 1947 is discussed under section 111. Coming to the next question, Equal Remuneration Act 1976 came into force on 8th March 1976, 4th May 1976, 7th September 1976, 8th February 1976. Yeah, none of these. And your time starts now. The correct option is 8th March 1976. On 8th March 1976, Equal Remuneration Act 1976 came into force. Coming to the next question. Under which section of the Factories Act it discusses about the nomination of the manager of a factory? Your option is 7th subsection E, section 7 subsection F, section 7 subsection G, section 7 subsection D, or none of these. Your time starts now. And the correct option is section 7 subsection F, discusses about the nomination of the manager of a factory under the Factories Act. Next question. Equity theory of motivation has been advocated or has been given by whom? Broome, Agris, John Stacey Adams, all of these, yeah, none of these. And your time starts now. And the correct option is John Stacey Adams. John Stacey Adams in 1963 given the equity theory of motivation. The next question. Which of the following is not a principle of the industrial relation policy? Your option is code of conduct, code of discipline, labor welfare, all of these, या none of these. इसमें से कौन सा प्रिंसिपल इंडस्ट्रियल रिलेशन पॉलिसी का नहीं है? आपके ऑप्शंस गिवन है एंड योर टाइम स्टार्ट्स नाउ. एंड द करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज नन ऑफ दीज. इसमें से कोई भी प्रिंसिपल्स जो हैं वो इंडस्ट्रियल रिलेशन पॉलिसी के अंतर्गत नहीं आते हैं. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सेंसिटिविटी ट्रेनिंग इज ऑल्सो नोन एज सेंसिटिविटी ट्रेनिंग को और क्या कहते हैं? एस ग्रुप ट्रेनिंग, एन ग्रुप, पी ग्रुप, एल ग्रुप या टी ग्रुप. एंड योर टाइम स्टार्ट्स नाउ. एंड द करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज टी ग्रुप. सेंसिटिविटी ट्रेनिंग को टी ग्रुप ट्रेनिंग भी कहा जाता है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. A fixed salary which is decided as mutual understanding between employer and employee is an expression of what type of rewards? Options: rewards as rights, rewards as those which are contingent, rewards as those which are incentives, all of the above या none of the above। इसमें से फिक्स सैलरी जो डिसाइडेड होती है म्यूचुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग के थ्रू एम्प्लॉयर और एम्प्लॉय के बीच में is an expression of what type of rewards, and your options are these, and now the time starts now। And the correct option is rewards as rights। Rewards as rights is decided as mutual understanding between employer and employee is an expression of fixed salary, that is rewards as rights। Your next question, जॉब एनालिसिस क्या इन्वॉल्व करता है? जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन एंड जॉब स्पेसिफिकेशन, जॉब एनलार्जमेंट एंड जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन, जॉब स्पेसिफिकेशन एंड जॉब ऑर्डर, जॉब सेटिस्फैक्शन एंड जॉब एनरिचमेंट या नन ऑफ द अबव। And your time starts now। And the correct option is job description and job specification। job analysis, job description and job specification involve करता है। Next, now according to the Equal Remuneration Act, under which of the following condition an employee will have to penalties? Option, if he omits or fails to maintain any register or other document in relation to workers employed by him. Second, if he omits or refuses to give any evidence or prevents his agent, servant or worker from giving evidence. Third, if he omits or refuses to give any information. Fourth, all of the above. And fifth, none of the above. Your options are this, and you have to give the answer within the time. Time starts now। And the correct option is all of the above। So, according to Equal Remuneration Act, all these, that if he omits or fails to maintain any register or other document in relation to worker employed by him, or if he omits or refuses to give any evidence or prevents his agents, servants or workers from giving any evidence, or if he omits or refuses to give any information, an employee will have to pay penalty, right? Coming to the next question, which of the following is not connected with the employee safety and health? Options are Factories Act 1948. See, it is not connected with the employee safety and health, and therefore not is important here. So, if we talk about which of the following is not connected with the employee safety and health, options are Factories Act 1948, Payment of Bonus Act 1965, Mines Act 1952, Safety, Health and Welfare Act 1986, yeah, none of the above. And your time starts now। See, the answer is the Payment of Bonus Act। Payment of Bonus Act 1965 is not connected with the employee safety and health, is the Payment of Bonus Act 1965 is not connected, and others Factories Act 1948, Mines Act 1952, Safety, Health and Welfare Act 1986, all are connected to the employee safety except the Payment of Bonus Act 1965। Coming to next question, which of the following can be the reason for retrenchment? Voluntary retirement of the workman, excessive manpower, termination due to continued ill health of the workman, dismissal inflicted by the way of disciplinary action, and none of the above. And your time starts now। Excessive manpower. So, here the excessive manpower can be the reason for retrenchment। Coming to the next question. Now, here the next question is asking about which of the following acts shall not be applied to a registered trade union. Again, the same thing that you have to give the answer is not. So, Here if we talk about, it is asking about which of the following acts shall not be applied to a registered trade union. First option, Societies Registration Act 1860, Cooperative Societies Act 1912, Companies Act 1956, all of the above, yeah, none of the above. And your time starts now. And the correct answer is all of the above. That is the Companies Act 1956, Cooperative Societies Act 1912, Societies Registration Act 1860 has not been applied to a registered trade union. All of the above is not applied to a registered trade union because it is already registered here. Which of the following measures are adopted by Industrial Disputes Act 1947 to resolve the issues of industrial dispute? Negotiation, conciliation, mediation, voluntary arbitration, yeah, all of these, yeah, none of these. And you're correct, and your time starts now. And the correct option is all of these. That is, negotiation, conciliation, mediation, voluntary arbitration are all adopted by Industrial Dispute Act 1947 to resolve the issues of industrial dispute. Coming to the next question, by an amendment Act of 1987 in Factories Act 1947. Amendment Act of 1987 in Factories Act 1947, who is to be appointed as an occupier? Options are manager, general manager, human resource manager, board of directors, here none of the above. Here we are asking about the occupier. So your time starts now. And the correct option is board of directors is appointed as an occupier by the Amendment Act of 1987 in Factories Act. Coming to the next question, an interim or final order pertaining to industrial dispute passed by industrial tribunal or labor court is called judgment, order, award, all of these, yeah, none of these. And your time starts now. Correct answer is award. That is, an award is an interim or final order pertaining to industrial dispute passed by the industrial tribunal or labor court is known as the award. So thanks for watching my video. Like it, share it, subscribe it, and press the bell icon for the upcoming notification of the new videos. Like it, share it, and subscribe it. So we will see the next video in upcoming days. Thank you. Thank you very much. Goodbye.